Hello again, I am John Bob, and welcome back to another episode of War Hospital. We are about to get hit with another attack on our trenches. And we have a lot of casualties starting to pile up already. Let's make sure we're prepped for dealing with that incoming attack. Let's move our medical staff over to the ADS. Let's quickly give Madison a bit of a rest. Got an engineer not doing anything at the moment. Let's put him in there. Let's move Grindon over to get a rest as well. We do have a nurse on rehabilitation.
Sir,
yes, we do.
Medics are on the way.
Got another patient heading down to surgery there.
Sir, engineers reached the pharmacy.
Oh, got a simplification. Here we go. So we can either do a shorter rehabilitation or we can save a supply. Going to save the supply. Going to need them very, very soon. Got 3 notes. I need 1 more note minimum to get something else started. Like I said, I'm still very wary of that 1,000 resource cap. This is what we can store at the moment with our current warehouse condition.
Reached the advanced dressing station.
And you don't build up a surplus. Once you hit the top, that's it. So we will stop getting supplies by train if we hit the cap. Don't want that. Do not want that at all. Another successful surgery. And, oh, it's an artillery strike.
Artillery strike so close to the hospital! Those bastards are violating the Geneva Convention!
The cannons are not aiming at the hospital. It's at our trench lines, Major. They're German howitzers, hence the missiles seem to fall close to us. The recent bombardment gone.
We've got another attack about to hit. Gonna have to transfer Yang. I was gonna send him back to HQ. I need him in the trenches.
Thinking, Major. We need a specialized unit that can gather information about events outside the hospital. We cannot only rely on the pieces of information from HQ. I received permission from headquarters to commission a scouting unit, but it was conditional. The scouts are to be under your command, not mine.
I understand, Lieutenant Colonel. I see you're not happy with that?
No.
No, he's not happy at all. Tough, basically. Medic teams are in position.
I know better than to argue with HQ. They will send someone to lead the unit as soon as you prepare lodging for them. Their arrival.
Very good. Thank you for your work and help, Lieutenant Colonel.
There's our wounded. And now we can start to get the scouts up and running. Oh, great. A message has just arrived. Oh, it's a letter from Ralphie saying, thank you for patching me up. We get a morale boost. Excellent stuff. So that's 61% morale. That's good. Let's get the scouts built. Once we've built the facility, then we can accommodate the scouts. Come on. There we go. So let's start getting the scouts built. I'm up to 3 notes. I still need that little bit extra. How long? Oh, actually, it looks as though that that was the attack. Okay, that's fine. So we can now send Yang to HQ after all. Let's move Andrea to HQ as well.
Sir, nurses reached the casualty clearing station.
Oh, damn it. Our nurse in rehabilitation's tired. need to move her. But I need...
Sir,
There we go. That's what I needed. Right, I can now start something expensive. Let's have a look. So... yeah, we'll go with that. Just to get that started, let's move back to getting the CCS done first. Let's get Valentin done, and then we'll strip out this nurse, give her a break. We'll get a staff permit, I think. Probably just the one for sending Valentin back to Ismaila.
Sir, a message for you just arrived.
There we go. So let's now take Madeline out, give her a break. Engineers are doing their thing. Let's move another team up to CCS. So Valentin is happy and says thank you. We should get a communication from his father very soon.
Sir, a dispatch from HQ.
There it is. And he gives us 1 staff permit, and we also get 4 military drafts as well. So we're up to 8 shits now. That's good. Still got 2 more in the trenches that need to be discovered. Let's take a look at what we've got here. A very serious condition. I can't save him. My staff are just way too tired. So unfortunately, Hugh. Let's have a look. Widower with 1 child. He got buried twice. We're about to bury him for a final time because we are declining him, denying him an operation. By the time we get him into an actual surgery bay, even if I were to jump the queue for Mohammed, he would probably be terminal by that point and would die during surgery anyway. So rather than losing the supply, taking the morale hit, the big hit, got to make the logical decision.
Sir, operation was successful.
Right, because we've only got 1 team here. This is what I was talking about in the last episode. We've now got to wait for this medical team to take that patient all the way down here, then go all the way back here, and then go back to here with the next patient, rather than having a second team here immediately transferring that patient in while this one is still on his way down to rehabilitation. It does slow the process down a bit, but getting them out of the trenches is a little bit more important, considering we've only got 1 surgeon active at the moment. Right, she is now rested up again. Let's throw her back into the rehabilitation centre. Let's check on our engineers. They're okay. Medical teams are okay. Could order another medical team, but I'm going to hang on to that note for that 1 staff recruitment note for a little while. Maybe put it towards getting a 3rd surgeon. Maybe a 2nd scout team. Or maybe just increasing the size of the squad of that scout team.
Sir, nurses reached the rehab. Sir, new patient arrived.
Oh, great, another casualty. And we've got our first trauma victim. So, we need to build a trauma ward. It's a very, very quick job. So, we'll take someone out of the pharmacy to do that first. And then send him back to the pharmacy. And once we've built this, we can then recruit a physician for free. The first one's free, the next one will be expensive. And for a long time, we're going to have no way of making new trauma supplies. So we're going to have to requisition those from HQ, unfortunately, which is expensive.
Sir, new
3
patient
chits for
arrived.
5 supplies. It's not good. Alright, so we need to send a total of 12 combat power to the trenches. So that's effectively 4 tip-top soldiers, or you know, a higher number of soldiers if we're not sending them with full combat power. Because each tip-top soldier with 3 chevrons is worth 3. So there is one of them. We're going to send him, and that means we need 3 more after him. Okay, we may as well go ahead and build the chemical ward as well. Again, it's another 1-minute job, and now we can hire a trauma specialist. They give you the first one for free, but if we want another one, he'll cost us 4, as you can see on the cost there. In fact, let's also go ahead and use those chits that we've got to order some more trauma supplies, because we're going to burn through those pretty quickly.
Sir, new patient arrived.
Oh god, they're all starting to deteriorate. Look, that's not good. And we've got another traumatized patient there that needs our attention. Yeah, he's in pretty rough shape. He's got a double wound. Might have to bring the surgeon out of rest a little bit earlier than I would have liked. That's not good. It's not good. Gotta go with it.
Sir, doctor is starting a new shift.
Now I need one of these teams back. God, Isabel's tired. Let's move her back across there.
Sir,
we go.
nurses are on the way.
How many more need to come down? That was the last one. Okay, so let's take one more from there. Leave one there, just in case there's still a team on its way back from the trenches.
Patient arrived. Sir, medics are on the way.
Oh god, we've got 2 serious condition patients. And their combat rating's only 1. They are... Again, it sounds really cynical, really cold, but they're not worth our time. This one's certainly not worth the 6 resources it's going to take to heal him. So, deny that. I don't even look at names and cards anymore. I look at their combat rating. I look at the chances of complications. I look at how much supplies it's going to cost, and just make my decision based on that. So I'm going to get rid of both of those too. It's ruthless. You have to be ruthless, or else, as I say,
Medics are on the way.
you try and save everybody, you'll lose vastly more than you'll save, or than you could have saved. Right, the chemical ward is done. They are now exhausted. Got to give them a quick break. She's still resting. That engineer has done that, so we can put him back in the pharmacy. Right.
Sir, medics reached the casualty clearing station.
And we've got 2 more attacks in pretty quick succession coming up as well.
the way. Sir,
Man.
engineers reached the pharmacy.
How long till our physician arrives? Let's have a look. He's on the next train, which is due in 2.5 hours. That'll bring more trauma supplies and the trauma physician. And that will at least clear a couple of these that are waiting. So we've got... I can't assign anyone in here yet because we don't have the physician yet. But you can see I've got, 2 in here that we can immediately remove from that. Although I'm looking at this guy here, 5-star difficulty, 4-star chance of complication, a long operation as well, 10 hours. One thing you'll find with the trauma is they are very long, and they're not technically operations. They're more therapy sessions than operations. But yeah, they take a long time. I would love to save Hoyle Etherington because he is a 3-star soldier, a 3 chevron soldier. We can take that soldier out because he's good. Can I jump this guy in ahead of the queue? How long left on Hayden Dixon's surgery?
Sir, new patient arrived.
Oh, it's a long time. He might not survive that long. This surgery is almost finished, so I'm going to have to, again, just prolong that shift for Jacob. This guy's definitely worth saving because it's a relatively simple operation. It's only using a couple of supplies, and he will give us a very strong soldier.
Sir, operation was successful.
There we go. So that's Mohammed saved. That team's going to pick him up and move him. Next team will immediately put that serious soldier into surgery. There he goes. And there is Hoyle, now getting his treatment. Another ambulance, more casualties coming in. And we still might have someone up here. No, I think we're okay. So let's bring that team down now.
Sir, medics are on the way. Sir, new patient arrived.
And this is that tense music you get whenever the CCS is overstaffed. Well, not overstaffed, sorry. Too many casualties. Overflowing.
Sir, medics reached the casualty clearing station.
Patient Hugh Blundell has died after we denied him his surgery. More serious. Again, I would like to try and save this patient because he's a 3 chevron soldier, but I just don't know if I can. We'll try and jump the queue a little bit.
Sir, may I inform you that I left a personal recommendation note with one of the patients who was recently brought to the casualty clearing station?
Okay, that's someone who needs our attention. Up to 14 patients. We'll be done with the upgrade on CCS very soon.
Sir, medics are on the way.
Here we go. Nathaniel, this is a guy that we can try and recruit as an engineer. So you can see, wants to direct your attention to this patient due to the fact that he's a skilled watchmaker, and according to the people he travelled with, despite his years, still possesses an inquisitive mind and strong hands. I believe if we were to help him recover, we'd be able to convince him to join our hospital and put his mind and skills to work as an engineer. So yeah, we definitely want this guy, because this saves us 2 staff permit requirements. But he is a serious condition patient, and that means I have to sacrifice someone. I can't save him anymore. They're piling up. Look, our trauma surgeon has arrived. I'll start with that patient. We will try and save them both, but I'm not optimistic. That's using up 6 of our 20 supplies. I just want to see just how tired Jacob's going to be after this operation. Extremely exhausted. Alright, so he's working on Hoyle. How long till Hoyle finishes his surgery?
Engineers reached the construction
Not too
site.
long. Yeah. Alright. That's the decision. Let's hope that we can get them in quickly enough. Got 2 nurses in here to help improve our patient's state. You can see improved by 8% right now. That will go up when the second nurse actually arrives, because she's still on the way. That'll go up to 18%, I think. Where is that nurse? There she is, slowly making her way over. Oh, speed up. Gonna move on.
Sir, medics reached the casualty clearing station.
Another soldier to send to the trenches.
Sir, patient is cured. Sir, we lost this patient.
Hoyle Etherington died on the table. That's good and bad. Bad, we lost him on the table. Good, it immediately allows us to get Nathaniel straight into surgery. There we go. So Nathaniel now getting his treatment. Hopefully he'll survive, because then we get a free engineer. And we could do with another one, just to help in speed up some of these production chains. Also give us more flexibility with our production chains as well. There we go. CCS upgrade is done. So let's immediately start work on the ADS. And as the game progresses, you can't just strip everybody out of here and leave it empty until the next scheduled attack, because you will still occasionally start to get some casualties in the trenches just from, you know, taking pot shots at each other.
Patient is cured.
All right, we've got enough staff sent across from. I think it's counting the previous ones we sent as well. So we're going to get an extra 2 staff permits. That's nice. Now I could get another nurse. which would definitely be useful, but we are only 2 away now from getting another surgeon, so we're going to hold on to those, try and get another surgeon in place. 4 minutes 47 until the scout tent is done, then we can get the scouts in. The first unit is free, then obviously the next unit will cost us. Plus we have to upgrade the facility to, provide accommodation for a second scout unit as well. Our nurse is now exhausted. Let's take Evie out. But before I do that, I'm going to put Madeline in there.
Nurses are on the way.
I don't want to lower the surgery benefits that we're getting until we've got Nathaniel out of surgery. I want to make sure he survives. I want that extra engineer. Another patient dropped in down here. He's off for HQ. Mohammed, I might actually be able to get away with sending to HQ as well. Yes, I can.
Sir, nurses reached the hospital.
Yeah, we're down to just 2 medical supplies. That's not good. That's really not good. We've got a simplification. Is this Nathaniel? No, it's not. This is Peng, the other serious patient we put into surgery. This is just going to simplify the operation. So this should be pretty much a lock, a guaranteed success now. Still not quite. Just dipped below the 75% survival rate at the moment. 27 saved, 10 not. So a little bit, a little worse than 75%. We've got a 1 in 4 chance of dying if you come to the hospital. Just simply because at the moment we don't have everything we need to actually treat people. Still got a big old list. This is why I want that 3rd doctor ASAP, because it'll help immediately prevent big lists like this. Both of our doctors absolutely knackered. We're going to have to probably cull a couple more patients before we can make a serious dent in that as well. The extra nurse being in there, even though she's exhausted, she's still contributing slightly reduced bonuses. So we're up to a 36% success rate, minus 45% on complication chances, plus 59% chance of a simplification. This is why nurses are so important. 2 patients that we said are not going to get an operation have now passed. Our casualty clearing rate is dropping again. I'm going to leave them up there,
Sir,
just in
medics
case.
are on the way.
I don't think that will kick in for a while. I think after these next 2 attacks, that might then become an issue, but just in case. We've got another train of injured coming soon, haven't we? Yeah, another 5 patients due in 12 hours. Okay, so at least we've got a little bit of time to try and reduce our current waiting list down a little bit. There's 1 casualty. Let's speed the game up a bit. Another ambulance coming.
Sir, new patient arrived.
And we're back overcrowded again. So many patients. It's not enough opportunities to get them saved at the moment. Like I say, we're okay at the moment, but at some point soon, I'm going to have to make the difficult decisions again.
Sir, engineers reached the construction site.
Still only got 5 supplies. Have I got a spare engineer yet? No. I still need both of these enhancements. They see they're bitching about me not providing more medical supplies. Was that Nathaniel? It is, and the other patient, one of the other patients out as well. So let's go in here, and we can now take out that nurse. I'll leave the other one in CCS for now. Again, I can't risk losing that stability bonus. Otherwise, those patients will start degrading even quicker. There you can see Nathaniel is in the released from duty. It's going to take a while for this guy to heal up, I think. But when he does, we can either... No, we can't send him to HQ. We can't send him to the trenches. And we can't even put him back in pending. He has to go in the release from duty. You know, he's a civvy, effectively, rather than a soldier. So that's the only real option it gives us with him. But as I say, he will join our staff once we've healed him up. So long resting times still. Let's have a look. Start allocating soldiers for surgery. I want to try and save the stables if I can, but I'm not committing to that. That's a relatively simple operation. I'll leave it at that for now. Be a while before either of them get in there, because our surgeons do need some rest. Plus, we need to build some supplies back up.
Engineer is on the way.
Here we go. Got 515 freight supplies available. Only one chit available at the moment. Let's put her there. I'm going to have to take her out of CCS before her sister, or her namesake. I'm going to assume that they're sisters, before her sister gets tired as well. In fact, actually, let's see. Can we get a little bit more background information? Let's have a look. Let's go to staff, nurses. No, one was born in France, one was born in Belgium. So they are not related. Well, they could be related. They could be cousins. You know, but yeah. Born a year apart in well, I suppose, no, technically they could, yeah, born a year apart in different countries. We've got our first perk, and you can see here, this has already been allocated in this trait. She works less efficiently, but others working with them do perform slightly better. As they gain, you know, an arbitrary amount of time working in your hospital, then you will get the ability to allocate a new trait to them. And once all their 3 trait slots are full, you then do get the option when they reach their next arbitrary period of time to actually replace a trait with a new one. So we can effectively get rid of that extroverted, but it'll take a long time to get there. We do have dominating here with Madeline in the operating ward. She works worse at rehabilitation, so we'll try and keep her out of there. But she does tire slightly less, so she's probably good for surgery. Let's take a look at our doctors. None of them have perks yet. We do have Adventurous on Grindon. He uses less resources to produce medicine supplies, but he does tire slightly more. We want him in our pharmacy. So, Grindon. Yes, we want him in here. We'll swap those two over, like that. There we go. We wanted to look at our nurses, didn't we? Let's see if any of... we want to look at these guys now, our medical staff. Any of these picked up any perks yet? Thorough. And strict. Okay, nothing location specific.
Sir,
That's
engineers
okay.
reached the pharmacy.
Always a good idea to arbitrarily just check every now and again, as they will, randomly accrue a personality trait like that, where you get a positive and a negative. They might work better in some locations than others. They might work better with other people. They might work worse, or make other people who work with them work worse. So it's always a good idea to just periodically check, see if they have just naturally picked up a trait. And then you can try and plan their deployment accordingly. Make sure that you're putting them in a location that is the most beneficial. Right. Let's take a look at our CCS. One of our patients has deteriorated in condition, as has this patient here. I want to try and save that patient's 2 chevrons. This is a 1 chevron patient and wants 5 supplies, so we are going to... Yeah, if you can see there, the skull symbol means that that patient will be dead by the time it gets to him. We're going to drop him. I'm also going to jump this one ahead in the queue. So there, that is going to kill this patient. 1 chevron. Less valuable. This is the way I have to look at them. I have to look at them as commodities. Because essentially that's, in a way, that's kind of what they are. If they're not contributing strength to our trench defenses, then they are contributing resources to the hospital in terms of work orders, military draft notes, if we send them to HQ. So yeah, we have to kind of view them as commodities. It's a very cold, calculating way to treat them, but it is really kind of the best way.
Sir, doctor is starting a new
This
shift.
is another reason why I don't tend to look at their names or even their bios at all, unless I absolutely have to. It just helps dehumanize them a little bit, make the decisions easier.
We lost this patient.
We lost another patient. So this patient suffered a cardiac arrest. I don't know how good this patient is. Is this a... patient that's worth taking that extra risk on? While he had trained a trench rat to chase away other other rats away while he slept. Clever man. This is a very tiring operation. We've culled enough people already. Let's try the more careful approach. It will make this operation a little bit longer. Hopefully, this will reduce. Actually, no. I mean, it looks as though Oh, I see. So the red X there is saying that this will not give us the simplification. So there's a risk the patient will die. This one means we'll get the simplification and the patient is pretty much guaranteed to survive, but it will take an extra hour and a half. Let's save him.
Sir, patient is cured.
That's another patient going there. Again, we're getting some build-up of supplies again. Let's order the physician, even though we don't need him yet. Again, the first one is free. Let's order. Let's go to improvements. I have got some bits available. How many notes have I got coming? Slow time down a touch. None for ages, and we've still got to wait another half an hour for Nathaniel to be ready to join us as an engineer. No one's waiting on a decision. There's only 3 patients. So yeah, let's start work on the warehouse. Oh, have the scouts finished? Not quite. Not quite. Got a complication. Okay, this is one of our trauma victims. Okay, again, we could use one of these upgrades if we had them, which would increase. This one here would lower the chance of the wound not healing properly and us having to bring him back in again at some point in the future. But we don't have either of those facilities or upgrades unlocked, so we're just going to have to schedule the prolonged recovery. He's going to be out of action for a long time. Right. They're close to collapsing. I've got to take them out. Let's move one across. Let's put Isabel and Madison back together. Let's move her across.
Sir, medics are on the way.
I'm going to be stopping in a moment. Just checking how long we've been going for. About 40 minutes-ish. Trying to keep these episodes around the 45-minute mark.
Sir, medics reached the cemetery.
I just need to finish those scouts off ASAP. Let's switch them back over again. Now I don't know which one I moved from where. Let's see. I think Odin was here. No, he wasn't. Okay, we've moved the wrong way around. So let's put them back that way. Yeah, there we go. She's now leaving his rest to just finish off the last of the scouts. I want to get them up and running ASAP as well. We can have some fun with the scouts in the next episode.
Sir, nurses reached the casualty clearing station.
How are we looking in here? Another 2 strong soldiers starting to deteriorate a little bit. That's going to kill him. But again, I'm looking at just 1 chevron. It's cold and calculating and not fair. But it is what it is.
Sir, doctor is starting a new shift.
Bring that surgeon off his rest a little bit early. I am aware that in about 3 hours we're going to get more patients. There you see 3.5 hours, 5 more patients coming in. Scouts are 30 seconds away from being able to order the team. Looks like Hayden will be joining, not Hayden, sorry, Nathaniel will be joining us in the next episode as an engineer. We're down to just 3 patients awaiting a decision now. And here comes an ambulance with more patients. Of course. Of course. There's going to be at least 2 in here, I think.
Sir, new patient arrived.
Yeah, just the 2. The one's not in there yet. There we go. Right. Oh, dear. This patient has deteriorated to serious. Got to flip the order. So let's see. We've got Brett in surgery and Wei Yu. Which one is going to get out of surgery first? Wei Yu, he's about to drop out of surgery straight away. So let's... I've got to, again, delay that rest. We're going to swap these over. I hope we can save them all. Probably won't be able to.
Sir, operation was successful.
There we go. Wei Yu has been saved. Team's going to go grab him.
Sir, medics are on the way.
And we can immediately get the next team in. Where are the rest of our medical teams? Still got one up in ADS, haven't we? And we finished burying everybody. Just about.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
Ah, dear. Alright. There we go. Nathan Narayan denied a chance of surgery. You'll probably hear it in my voice the more I play this game.
Sir, medics
dear.
reached the casualty clearing station.
Okay, this seems like a good place for us to end this episode. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more War Hospital very soon.